Welcome back. I know this isn't the Aether, so you're probably very upset to see it. But I've been busy, so I didn't have a lot of time, and I was really tired last night, so I'm running the circuit. I got Cora Prime, finally finished building. Uh, and before anybody gets mad, level 0, so I will be using the default mod set. If you don't like my build, blame the game. This is what they consider default. I don't really know this kit that well anyways, so that you can blame me for. Cyber is funny. Oh, but Heat Dagger. Opticore is funny. Attica's okay. The Dread, I like bows. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. Forgo ammunition with the regenerating energy disc in this plasma throwing pistol. What did they mean by this? Well, I'm not exactly sure what they meant by that, but we're playing some Warframe. I'm going to be leveling my Cora Prime. It probably won't take that long. I did chair my Cora because, well, I don't need a Cora and a Cora Prime, even with my limited slots. To that one guy who left me the comment about the getting Grendel for Mesa Prime, or getting Nourish for my Mesa Prime so I could run negative energy efficiency. Working on it. Grendel's being crafted. Last night, me and my friend did do the Grendel mission. You could have bet like, oh, why didn't you record that? Because that mission type was truly and honestly miserable. So it took place in. There are 3 missions to get Grendel, alright? For those of you who don't know, perhaps you're coming from the Minecraft content, in which I'm sorry, this isn't the Aether. I'll probably record later today. But when. What was it? Venari Prime leveled up, not me. Okay. So I did consider recording it. I was tired. My friend was tired. He had the Grendel missions unlocked, and he was like, "Hey, we can just get you Grendel real quick by just doing it with us." And I went, "All right, yeah, no, I mean, with me." And I was like, "All right, yeah, sure. I have no objection to that." So, giant ice hammer go burr. So I joined him for that. And well, it wasn't exactly thrilling. He had told me there was a 20-minute survival mission in there, which already didn't sound like fun. So we were considering ways to just turn off our brain and just sit there. And that's when he read that there were no mod missions. So, for those of you who don't know this game, mods are all upgrades and personality, essentially, you put on your characters to make them have any RPG-like elements. They're what make the game fun. Well, the characters you pick also make the game fun, but the main thing you do to make the game fun is you equip the mods you like so you can play the game the way you'd like. That's where all the customization comes from. But it's not just the customization. No, no, no. It's also your health, your armor, your shields, your weapons damage. So, it's only a level 25 mission. It's not that difficult to do without mods. But it's so obnoxious because it's not like you just have to survive. No, the defense objective has to survive for 10 rounds. 20-minute survival, the threat isn't the actual enemies. They can be threatening, I guess. But the real threat? Oh, that's running out of oxygen. Because the enemies just decided to stop dropping it. Now, it's okay that you know, the mission forces us to do mods off, because then we immediately thought, all right, what's our best character that each of us have that is just absolutely stupidly overpowered without any modifications? And there were probably a few good answers to that question. So we both picked Yareli. I don't think I've played Yareli yet, but Yareli did exactly as well as we had expected. Where we both just hopped on Marilyn, our skate. So essentially, the way Yareli works is you get a skateboard because you're cool. And then you just ride around on the skateboard. But the skateboard is called Marilina. And Marilina is cool because they take damage for you. And I don't mean like, oh, so like it's a shield? No, no, no. Marilina has HP when you summon them. And they take damage before you take damage. I don't know if armor or anything or blah, blah, yada, yada. They come with a very good amount of HP. As you can look in the upper right, I have 825. That's not great. Let's say like 2,000 is really good on a Warframe. With no mods, Marilina comes with 7,500. Marilina also makes you move around faster because you're on a skateboard. Well, a K-Drive. Can I summon my K-Drive? No, I can't. But Marilina just allows you to zoom around pretty quick. Now, you can't use your primary. You can use your secondary, but you can't use your primary while on Marilina. But you can use your abilities. And we did what is most natural. We activated Beyblade, Let 'em Rip. Because there's another ability that Yareli has, which is, I think it's called Surging Blades, or Surging Blades might be the mod name. One moment. Sorry about that. My father walked into the room to show me a very important video of a shoplifter getting held off by a security guard, by the security guard just putting like a cart in the way and just sliding it around, and the shoplifter was getting angry. And one of the store employees just threw like a big can of Coke or something at him, and he just fell over. So anyways, Yareli has like Surging Blades or something. And Surging Blades is, it might be called something else. And Surging Blades is the additional mod that allows you to throw the blades. But I didn't have Surging Blades equipped. Apparently you can still use those mods. But it didn't really matter, because we just went around on Marilina, activating our ability that allowed us to get surrounded by... It just allows you to get surrounded by a bunch of whirling blades. Most of you are probably nerds and know who Garen League of Legends is. You just become him. Well, his funniest ability, which is spinning in circles. So that was effectively just, alright, we'll activate this life support immediately because things are not going well. Oh, I bet the default doesn't have to come with Pilfering Strangledome. That would have been so useful right now. Yeah, this is the problem with survival missions, by the way, is if the life support doesn't spawn fast enough, and you kill the enemies but they don't drop enough life support, you just lose. I don't have Strangledome unlocked, huh? And I can't ensnare you because you're Neximus. Also, I got a decree while off the... I activated the decree while paused. I gave heat damage to my fire weapon, which I just thought would be funny. Alright, we're doing okay on life support now. So you're really Surging Blades, as I keep trying to say. So you just spin around and you got like these three aqua... They're Aqua Blades, that's the name of the ability. Surging Blades allows you to throw it. Aqua Blades is the name of the ability. And you just spin around, they spin around you as you just decimate whatever you hit. And that's essentially just the game plan, is you go around on a skateboard as a giant-ass Beyblade, just ripping open everything. But the most annoying part about those missions... So let's start with the survival mission, the 20-minute survival mission. This is survival. This is a 5-minute survival mission. 20-minute survival mission. Oh, we can activate Strangledome. That wasn't a very good grouping of enemies. You might be better. Strangle though. So 20 minutes of this type of mission wasn't actually too bad. It was just mindlessly going around. And it probably would have made for great content because it was just I asked my friend to tell me the entirety of the lore of Handsome Jack. So we spent 20 minutes learning about Handsome Jack. And by we, I mean I did. He already knew. And so that's what we did for 20 minutes. And it was a very easy mission because of the tile set. We just kept going around. No fetch. Fetch is a mod that just makes it so your animal companion just picks up items for you. There's also the version called Vacuum for like robot-based stuff. But it's extremely convenient when normally you can't pick up things from very far away. And then your companion now can just do it. And it's really nice. Like, it might be the best mod in this entire game. But mods were disabled. So it was really annoying to have to go pick up all the individual things off the ground. So, but we did it. We managed. But you know, it's just one of those things. You don't want to have to pick up your own items. But we went around for 20 minutes. We did it. It wasn't very difficult. It was just long. And by the way, the mission didn't... Normally, the way a survival missions are an infinite mission type. Which means you can go as many waves as you want. And normally the way it works is that if it's a relic mission, what you do is you can just choose at the end of every 5 minutes to apply another relic and just go again. If it's a regular, every 5 minutes you get the reward, and either it tells you can extract now, or you can just, or the extraction becomes available, and you get just a different drop reward after every 5 minutes from a set pool. And here's the funny, very funny thing about the Grendel 20-minute survival mission. There is only the Grendel part at the end of 20 minutes. That's it. Which is not... So you spend 20 minutes to get one blueprint for one part so you can craft a piece of the Warframe later. So then we went and got the second piece, which second we did the 10-round defense. So this is a defense mission right here. And you can see I'm not really having any difficulties with this, so 10 minutes shouldn't be a problem. No mods still, by the way. Here's the thing about that. Normally, this isn't a problem. You just run around and kill everything. But we were doing less damage, and we weren't getting many energy drops because we were both playing Yareli again. So, we couldn't... So our entire crux was using abilities. These are energy orbs, these blue pulsating ones. We weren't getting those. We weren't getting lucky. And Marilena cost energy to put up to begin with, so we couldn't use our Surging Blades. Realistically, we probably should have activated Surging Blades first, so we could kill the groups of enemies faster. But also, we were getting our ass handed to us by nullifiers, which are one of the elite enemy types that comes with a... They're one of the elite energy types, like these fire guys, that comes with this big bubble around them that deactivates abilities and is immune to abilities. So they would so normally your Surging Blades last for like 40 seconds by default. Like, they're really good. They just 40 seconds. Or, yeah, 40 seconds, you're surrounded by these blades that do damage. But now you've entered the range of a nullifier. So now you've just spent that energy on nothing. Which was happening far too frequently. And because we were riding Marilena, they don't kick you off the skateboard, even though it's an ability, which is just, like, that would have been too much. But we could... It also became difficult because I brought the compressor, which is a bubble gun, because I think it's a funny gun. And thankfully that did alright against the nullifiers by default, because I could break open their bubble by just... The nullifier bubble also just, like, takes hits first. Right, so it acts as like a mini force field. I think unless you have, like, punch through, but the compressor shoots bubbles. It does not punch through. And so you'd think, oh, just use your primary then. Oh, my primary, I brought the best gun I have. Scissor Digger Vora Kuva Brahma. Scissor Digger Vora is the name of the lich I killed in order to get the Kuva Brahma. But the Kuva Brahma, really good gun. It shoots nukes. And that's not a joke. It's a bow and arrow, the head of which explodes, and mine does radiation damage by default. Which I was told I didn't get that great of a roll on my Kuva Brahma, but I don't care, because I got the Kuva Brahma at, like, Mastery 7 or something, which is really low, because I think, like, to craft and use the Kuva Brahma already costs, like... is already like a Mastery 12 thing, so it was really funny to me. But that's just what was happening. We weren't getting many energy drops, so we couldn't reactivate. The nullifiers were annoying. And the Kuva Brahma shot fires a bow that explodes upon impact. Now here's the funny thing about the way, just the interaction between the Kuva Brahma shots and the nullifier. They bounce off the nullifier bubble and explode outside. So you have to run into the circle against an elite enemy, by the way. So he does a bit more damage than his comrades, and his comrades are still shooting you. My cat should be able to bring batteries to extractors. So we were just dealing with the inability to kill nullifiers effectively. And then eventually we dealt with it, right? Eventually we got to the mission. And the enemies weren't targeting us, by the way. They were targeting the defense objective, which was just annoying. So anyways, then it was the 800 cryotic extraction mission. So as you'll see, extraction missions are declared by generally... by how much cryotic. Generally, it's another infinite mission type, but the way you play it is that you just go, hey, I'm going to extract until either the enemies become too annoying, I run out of batteries, or there's just... usually one of those conditions is met, and then you just stop. Or until you're satisfied. Here's the thing. We were getting plenty of batteries. There were tons of enemies. And we needed to get 800 cryotic. A fully 100% mined out excavator gives 100 cryotic. By the way, I've gotten no batteries so far. Look at this shit. No batteries. Why can't I fire my weapon? There we go. Dread's a good bow. This isn't my dread, I don't think. It could be my dread, actually. I would love a battery. You don't have a battery. You don't have a battery. You don't have a battery. No batteries, huh? Battery! Final. I hate excavation missions because you just don't get batteries. But it's just... we went around, we were having a good time. We were doing really good. And at this point, I had taken off Yareli to try out the new character, Dagath, and just level them a bit. So I was running a level 0 Dagath instead of a level 30. And that was just sort of, you know, we were doing all right. I wasn't exactly killing that quickly, but Dagath's one does extreme amounts of damage. by default against level 25 enemies, which, again, aren't difficult. And of course modless, but I was level 1, so I couldn't run mods anyways. I know the extractor's out of power. There needs to be a battery for me to put power in it, Teshin! Oh, there's a battery over here. That's my bad. I'm sorry for yelling at you, Teshin. But anyways, we were having a really good time. We were 600 out of the 800 chaotic working on the next excavator because we could run to the next one in advance. When my friend's game crashed and it kicked me out of the mission. Normally you don't get kicked out of the mission. Normally the way it works is you don't get kicked out of the mission. Just what happens is that you get to continue the mission. But I didn't, because I think it was because you needed to do a special thing to get this mission unlocked to begin with. And I didn't have the mission unlocked. I was just being dragged into it by him. Or like he needed an item to... He was using like an item to get there. I don't know the exact details of it. I didn't look into it. Oh, more battery packs. I can't attack for some reason. There we go. But we had to do it all over again. And this time it would become significantly more scuffed. Because the game remembered, these are the Grendel missions. They're supposed to make you feel like you're in the belly of you're in the pit of a disgusting ass creature. Because in the story of Beowulf, Grendel's the monster. But Grendel's mother, by the way, is never described as a monster. In fact, they were described almost as just like motherly. So you gotta put it into consideration that Grendel was just a monster, not his entire family. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. And this time we were getting significantly more nullifiers. We actually, I got killed like 3 times. We lost 2 extractors. Means we had to do 10 extractors total. Well, no, we had to do 9 total because the 2 that were done and the 2 that got killed both got partial. And you get some cryotic if it explodes, even if incomplete. They don't jip you out of everything, just most of it. So one of them was like almost done, so we got like 84, and then another one was not very done and gave us like 20. But I was just using the new character, just having fun with them. So it didn't feel as miserable. But we had so many batteries. Like, one of the excavators spawned on top of me while I was getting batteries for the other one. And all I ended up doing was I just kept running batteries between the 2 of them. I wasn't even... and then I would use one of my Dagoth abilities to just kill a large amount of enemies. Just, you know, in a horde. Dagoth's not that complicated. Their 2 essentially just just buffs the rest of their abilities. Not directly. Their 2 is like a cone in front of them. It's called Doom. You inflict it like a status effect upon a grouping of enemies, and then... Pilfering Strangledome. Oh wait, just regular Strangledome, not Pilfering. Where's the battery? Down here? No? Yes? No? It's up? Down? It's down still? I think that battery's glitched off the map. But I don't see where it could be. Anyways, they're halted here, which is fun. But their second ability just makes it so all their other abilities are just better against those enemies. Effectively. I'm not going to go into full detail on how the character works. So I would use that occasionally on a large group of enemies, and then I would just nuke them because it was pretty easy to do. I see a battery. Finally. And then eventually we completed that mission too. And I mean, we got cryotic from it. And cryotic is one of those resources that is really annoying to get because you get 100 per extractor. This weapon that I'm currently wielding right now, I don't own one of these. But I'm pretty sure it costs like 15,000 cryotic to craft. Which means if you don't have like a resource multiplier, you have to do a lot of excavators in order to actually get it. Because I don't know of any other way to get it. We'll activate this extractor. Maybe I'll get like one. No. Assassination. I think we can do an assassination. Shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, but it was annoying. You gotta feel like you're in the guts of Grendel the entire time, wrestling with a mad beast monster who just wants to eat you. And so that, I mean, to that extent, the missions did great. But then they decided they could do even better. So that gave us the blueprint to the parts. One of which required argon. We just went. My friend has a can opener limbo, so we got the argon pretty quickly. In fact, we got enough argon to also start building Piece of the Doorclave, which is the weapon that came out with Dagath. So we did some more Vainthorn. Inflicting cold also inflicts viral. My weapon does cold damage because it's a giant ice maze. Where is he? Oh, there he is. I think that's immediately going to send him into the next phase. How did that not? I'm probably doing damage to multiple legs, maybe? The Whip Claw is... I haven't learned how to use Whip Claw effectively yet. Man, I haven't actually done as much damage as I thought I would have done to his legs already. I know I'm only partially hitting, but like... any sin... Can I just set up the dome? Does that do anything against you? One of the legs is almost there. I see it. I think I got it. Yep. So the Grendel parts required some argon, which we got. And then we got some more Vainthorn so we can build another step towards the Doorclave. And so that wasn't too big a deal. But then we had to go into the Plains of Eidolon on Cetus, which is just Earth's free roam missions. And we had to do fishing, and we had to do... You're like, oh, fishing, that sounds great. It's not that interesting in this game. So we had to do some fishing. There's some specific fish. We also got to fish for just general fish, too, because we also needed fish meat. And then we had to go around killing the innocent animals of the Eidolon Plains to get their parts, because we needed Conjure wings and some spinal claws, which dropped from another creature there. If I'm just pushed up against this wall, I might be able to just... He moves so funky. Yeah, he'll knock me over, but I'm not getting sent flying. I'm just... Man, this is gonna kill me at this rate. Man, nope, this isn't gonna do anything. Melee's... I did a melee build. This was a mistake. I should not have done the assassination. Wait, did I activate the next phase, or is he just doing this to be a dick? I have a lot of MS, so... No, he's just doing it to be a dick. And he's doing it a lot, too. That's fun. Maybe my secondary will have more luck. I think I might have. You know, I'm just going to run away. Well, that seemed like a far more effective strategy. Alright, now we've got the final wave. But anyways, we did all that. We cut up the fish, we killed the innocent animals, and then we got all the parts for Grendel. And that was last night. And again, we could have recorded it, but it was so much just nothing. You may be thinking, like, this is something? At least I'm trying to be somewhat entertaining and tell a story. Last night we were literally just like, my friend told me about Handsome Jack for 20 minutes. That could have been entertaining. But the rest of it, we literally just, we spent a lot of it complaining. You just do not want to die, huh? Oh, that's because there's more Eximus nearby. So a fun trait about these elite enemies. The more of them nearby, the stronger they are as a group. It's just a fun little design decision they made in this game. And which means when there's a lot of them, they become really tanky. There, now they're all dead. We pull out my energy weapon. We just stand still and take hits. Hopefully that means that he's just... Hopefully that means I did enough. Whoops. Anyways, that makes me immune to the knockdown effect. That was actually the speedrun strat. Oh my god. Fucking... Overjumped it so I didn't get the kill. No, we'll just be all the way over here. That looked like the third to me. We just run up. There we go. Finally. And then why do I like Korra? I don't really care for most of Korra's kit. It's not really for me. But the most important part is an augment for Korra that I do have access to. Which is a mod that makes it so Korra's board, the Strangle Dome, it's a mod called Pilfering Strangle Dome that makes it so, hey, max ranked Korra off of that. Ooh, but didn't max rank Venari. So I'll have to run some more anyways. But I should be able to mod Korra now. Anyways, it allows you to gain bonus drops from enemies that die within the area. Oh yeah, and here's Dagath. My Dagath. I feel like I know black and gold, very just like ooh traditional, but I like it. Oh, and I can show off my guitar collection. I have all of the guitars in this game. You know what? I need a screenshot for the thumbnail if I'm going to play this game at least somewhat regularly. I need a screenshot for a thumbnail, so I don't know if there's a way to go into like a cinematic mode. Appearance, do not appear when holstered. Appearance, not when holstered. I already think that's true for this. Yeah, I have my sniper because we were killing poor innocent animals. There's a way to go into... Oh, there's a better way to go into cinematic mode. Yeah, there's a... shoot, I don't... Captura. And we always go to Fortuna because it's the best looking scene. Here we go. We'll grab our screenshot. This is literally the picture mode. They have a built-in picture mode. Oh, but I have my weapon out. Yeah, I guess let's... Maybe while in free cam I can... I mean, there's the take screenshot, advance time, descend, but I can't turn off weapons. Alright. Now, you know what? Here, let's leave Captura. Is Dagath really the character that expresses me? I mean, Mesa Prime got me all my views, but... You know what? That's true. We gotta put a little homage out there. The reason I say Mesa Prime got me all my views, if you look onto my channel, I average like under 10 views a video. Sometimes up to like 50 is a good video. 100 is wild. I have one video that at the moment has over 2,000 views. So Mesa, and then we'll equip none. I guess the Jagars if we have to have a gun. No, just copy the Warframe colors, that way it matches.
As ready as you will ever be.
What's that supposed to mean? At least he has new lines, that's cool. Is Fortuna the best scene? Yeah. Objectively. It's the best scene I've got. I might have another one you think might look better. Can I activate my 4? I can. But if you activate in the air, it just looks really goofy, right? Yeah. Because there's no enemies. So we use the Jagars because they do look very Mesa. And then here, we'll probably want to do something like this. Ooh, we're in the middle of a roll. Probably want to do like a launch with like an aim down sight. Probably feels more right, you know? Can I activate the Caith in here? Oh, John D. Rockefeller. Now we can... okay, and I can just miss. That's fine. Yeah, that should be a good... From somewhere up here and then just... My parkour skills are not amazing. Shut up. I'm sorry. I haven't played this game for 20,000 hours. Here we go. And then we can probably get some... That's too high. Yeah, down here. And then we launch across like this, aim, and then free cam. Oh, there we go. The background is blurry, though. No, I don't mind this. It's not... You know, it's just the Mr. Beast pose. I thought this would look cooler than it does, but... Can I unblur the background? Is that... Exposure? Oh, no. That's brightness. Grain? Nope. Saturation. Look at character. Alright, well, that didn't help. create new text. What if I put the word Warframe? Where does it? Oh, okay, that is. Yeah, that's not gonna. Wait, I have descend and ascend. Yeah, we're definitely removing that text. You know, if I can. It's just so jank that I think it's funnier if I do have it. So where's the. Reposition the text. Oh, does it always reposition to wherever I'm looking? Remove text. That's. I can do it better in Photoshop after. And then I'm going to put my Minecraft dude on here. He's just a staple. And I'll start putting Mesa Prime onto the other one. That's what I'll start doing. I'll put... Wait, I can spawn enemies in here? Oh, if I can spawn enemies, hold on a second. If I can spawn enemies, then I can use Mesa's ultimate and maybe get a... Oh, but it kills instantly. Oh, you know what? There we go. That's the Mesa Prime pose. In the air was a mistake. Mesa Prime is the whole screenshot. There we go. The character that got me all my views. How does that look? I think that looks pretty good. It gives me enough space to put Warframe right there, sort of in the bottom right. And then, oh, I put Warframe. Did I put Circuit? I think I just put Warframe using the Warframe logo on the screen. And then I give it no more personality? Maybe I put my Minecraft guy there anyways because he's funny to put just on the screen. Nah, I just put... I'll figure it out. I don't think there's much more I can do with this. Unless there's something else I can just spawn in here. Enable self... That's the Captura... Post-Captura dialogue. No. Lights. There's a lot of stuff I could do, but I'm not going to, you know? Alright, I guess we just take the screenshot with F6. Oh, God. Well... yeah, no, it looks good enough for me. Thanks for all for watching. I stalled by putting on Captura mode. Hope y'all enjoyed some circuit into me creating a screenshot. You should have done that off camera. You wanted more content. All right. I know it's November, but have a happy Halloween.